Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tola. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please consider subscribing and remember to click on the bell notification icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is at least once every week. On this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, and I also give you sit-down videos like this to keep you up to date on what is going on in the UK, and also to talk about my job centered around healthcare. All right, so if you're not following us on Instagram, my handle is somewhere up on the screen. Please do well to follow us over there. Send your personal questions and I'll do well to respond in good time. All right, so today we're talking about a statement, a very bold statement that was put out by the Home Office Secretary, Tola Lusi. Some of you may not know her, but she's recently taken over that office. Right, so if you do not know Tola Lusi, she is the new Home Office Secretary who's recently taken over that office. And she put out a very bold statement saying that there are too many low-skilled workers who are coming into the UK. She said this in an interview ahead of the Conservative Party conference. Mrs. Braveman told The Sun on Sunday that the government still aims to lower net migration. She said that what we've got is too many low-skilled workers coming into the country. We've also got a very high number of students coming into the country, and we've got a very high number of dependents. All right, so this is a statement put out by the Home Secretary. If you do not know her or know what she looks like, I will insert a picture of her on the screen so you get to see her. She is 42 years old, and her parents are Christine and Uman Fernandez, who are from Kenya and Mauritius. This is an immigrant's descendant herself. So her parents immigrated to the UK in the 1960s. Now this is a statement from Tola Lusi herself. She said, and I quote, "I love this country. My parents came here with absolutely nothing, and it was Britain that gave them hope, security, and opportunity. This country has afforded me incredible opportunities in education and in my career. I owe a debt of gratitude to this country, and to serve as PM would be the greatest honor. So yes, I will try." Braveman, who is of Indian origin herself, said reducing immigration was an aim shared by all of Truss's new ministers. She also said that what we've got is too many low-skilled workers coming into the country. She said, "We've also got a very high number of students coming into the country, and we've got a high number of dependents. These people are coming," can just imagine, these people are coming here. They are not necessarily working, or they are working in low-skilled jobs, and they are not contributing to growing our economy. You can just imagine. She said they are not contributing to growing our economy. Can anybody work in this country and not pay tax? Now, this statement was made, and it came as a rude shock to a lot of us who came into the country in search of a better life and better opportunities for ourselves, for our children, and just to be able to live comfortably and, just advance in our careers and, just live a decent life. We've come into the country, spent a lot of money to bring our family. This thing is not cheap. For those of you who have family in the country, you know how much it costs you to actually bring your family into the country and to be able to live and sustain yourself. We know how much. It's not chicken feet coming to the country. Now, it can be very provoking. But then there was a rebuttal to this by Jimmy Harrowsmith. Now, Jimmy Harrowsmith is the acting director for Universities UK International, and he's put out this beautifully worded rebuttal. This is what he said. "The recent comments by the Home Secretary regarding the number of international students in the UK and concerns over the number of dependents accompanying them are disappointing and risk undermining the government's own target to grow education exports to £35 billion by 2030. In 2019, the government also set an ambition to grow the number of international students choosing to study in the UK to at least 600,000 per year. The ambition was met last year, with growth coming predominantly from countries explicitly prioritizing in the strategy, including India, Nigeria, and Pakistan. Far from being a problem, an increased number of international students in the UK should be seen as a resounding success to the government and is something to be celebrated. Our research has shown that international students make a net positive contribution at least 25.9 billion per year to the UK economy and are the source of almost 70% of the UK's education export earnings. We also know that there are many postgraduate level courses that are only suitable due to this popularity with international students, helping to increase choice for UK students. While the majority of international students study at postgraduate level and therefore tend to be older and more likely to have a spouse or dependents, the Home Office acknowledges that the vast majority of visas are for students and not their dependents. It is also important to note that the international students on undergraduate programs are not able to bring dependents with them to the UK, and those students that are eligible to do so must comply with all immigration rules, including paying of the NHS surcharge upfront and demonstrating that they have the necessary funds to support themselves and their families. Now is the time to build on the UK's leading position in international higher education. This does not mean pursuing growth at any cost. Indeed, now that the government's ambition has been met, the focus should be on fostering sustainable growth, diversifying the pool of international students, and maintaining our position as the second most popular destination behind the USA. To do so, we should continue to welcome international students to the UK and value the contribution that they and their families make to our country. And God bless you, Jimmy Harris-Smith, for this rebuttal, because what more can I say to that? Jimmy Harris-Smith has done a remarkable job, giving this rebuttal and, just setting it with facts and, just putting it as plain as possible. Besides, there is a shortage for these jobs and we're not here to constitute a nuisance. We are here to actually make a good living for ourselves. And a lot of people who even come in on these low skilled jobs eventually scale up and move on to higher things. That's the trend that I've seen with most immigrants who come into the UK. Nobody really stays at this level for long. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. If you have any further comments, please do so in the comment section. But please remember to leave them in accordance with the terms for YouTube, or else the comments will be taken off and I will not get to respond. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you in the next one.